Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Trey. That's right, T to the R-A. And you are in the right spot if you want to know about some fragrances. So this video is about my weekly fragrance rotation, the fragrances that I wore to work, the 5 shifts that I had to work. So if you want to know what your boy Trey was rocking, meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to get right into it. I'll see you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it. You guessed it. It is your boy Trey Sense, man. Thank y'all for returning to the scene of the crime. Listen, before we even get into this video, got a little something I need from you. I need you to like, share, and sub. It's all part of it. That's it. After you do that, just hit the icon bell, and every time I upload a video, you can come by here and see what shenanigans I got going on. All right. Now this video, I'll give you a warning, a heads up, or whatever you want to call it. There are 3 fragrances on this video that were in my haul video. I just got them in and hadn't had a chance to wear them. Well, I wanted to wear them this week. Weather was permitting, so we got it. Now, let's get right into it. Let's go. Let's get it. Sunday was one of those days where it was, and it's March, it's spring. Well, it's almost like, well, it's spring in Alabama. Well, it's spring everywhere, but Alabama springs are a little bit, Alabama weather is just fickle and bipolar as it is. But our spring days, they go from 50 degrees and sunny to almost 80 degrees and thunderstorms. You never know what you want to get. Sunday was a kind of an in-between day. It wasn't really pretty. It wasn't really hot, but it was just a gloomy kind of day. The fragrance that I chose to wear is from the house of Derby Clubhouse, and it is Ascot. Did I say that right? Yeah, it's Derby Clubhouse. Wait a minute now. I'm leaving out some. This is Homme. Derby Clubhouse. Yes. That's it. And this is Ascot. And I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this fragrance. It's sort of old school. It reminds me of something from the house of Homme. Very potent, very strong, very powerful fragrance. And I like it. It went well on a somewhat cool, cloudy day. I did not receive any compliments wearing this one, but again, this week has been kind of slow at work for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I guess everybody didn't spend all that tax money and they ain't got grocery money no more. I guess they spending it all on gas. But nonetheless, Ascot from Derby Clubhouse by Homme. Really, really good fragrance. I think I'm gonna take it and put a squirt of this in the air. To me, it's nice. I mean, it's really, really good. It does not smell like a fragrance that's around the $30 mark, and I like the presentation as well. It just smells good, and I picked this up. This was a gift from the lovely Miss Julie. Was it a birthday gift? No, I want to say this was one of the Christmas gifts. I can't remember. Nonetheless, great smelling fragrance. I like it a lot. And this was my scent of the day, Sunday, from the house of Homme, from their Derby Clubhouse line. It is Ascot. And I'm gonna sit him right back up here beside his brother and his cousin. We'll sit that right there, see, right in there. That was my scent of the day Sunday, and that has filled that room. To me, it's almost like, that fragrance is almost like if I'm sorry. Hold on, let me get my thoughts. If Homme made a niche version or their version of Drakkar, is what that fragrance reminds me of. And I think it's a clone of something from Homme, but nonetheless, by itself, it's a really good fragrance. It's a little bit old school, very, very masculine, very, very spicy. I like it. My chest sticks up just a little bit when I spray that one on, just saying. That was my scent of Sunday. My scent of Monday was a little bit warmer because, again, the weather, the spring weather in Alabama. And I'm only telling you the weather so you can get an idea of why I chose the fragrances that I chose. Monday was a little bit warmer because we're gearing up for some thunderstorms later in the week, but I'll get to that. I digress for now. My fragrance for Monday is a fragrance that, in my opinion, is criminally underrated. This is a criminally underrated fragrance from the house of Mercedes, and it is Mercedes Silver. And I think this fragrance gets overshadowed by Mercedes Cologne and Mercedes Club Black because they are such polarizing and sexy fragrances. Well, this one is no exception. It smells really, really good. Nice, masculine, woody, fruity, well-made scent. And I think you get that, I want to say that citrus right up the top. Is that, maybe it's orange blossom. It's something citrusy right at the top. When you first spray it, it hits you in the face. And it smells really, really good. It doesn't smell cheap or synthetic. And again, you get great presentation, great bottle design with this. You know, I always love the gradient bottles as they fade from one color to the next. To me, that is just clean. And this bottle just reminds me of a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? I could see a nice little silver C-Class with some black interior just sitting in my driveway. I could see that. But nonetheless, this is a great little fragrance. I honestly think it's underrated. I don't hear much talk about Mercedes-Benz Silver. This is one you guys should definitely check out. If you pick this up now, it's one that you can wear throughout the end of the year. You won't have to stop spraying this until maybe December, depending on where you live. I don't even want to think about December. I'm trying to enjoy spring and summer. But nonetheless, this is one you can definitely spray on this spring, this summer. Did not receive any compliments with this one either, but still, again, it wasn't necessarily a complimenting type of day. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. People just ain't been in the complimenting mood. That was Monday. Tuesday, the weather outside was much, much better. It's getting warmer. I want to say it was like 70 something degrees Tuesday because we're getting ready for storms. Or did it storm Tuesday? Maybe the storms came Wednesday. The storms came Wednesday. So Tuesday, we're getting that weather pattern that's fixing to get really, really warm because storms are coming. So it's fixing to get hot and muggy. Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Did not receive any compliments with this fragrance either, but this is a jewel. It is a good smelling fragrance. Like I said in my video when I was introducing this one to my collection, I may end up selling this one because I already have Jimmy Choo, which again, as I said in that video, came from a very, very, very special person to me, so it's not going anywhere. I already have John Varvatos. I don't know. It's a solid fragrance, so I don't want to part with it. And I enjoyed it, so I may just keep it and wear it. But those three fragrances are so similar that, you know, I don't know. As I look at my John Varvatos collection over there. Nonetheless, this was a great fragrance. You already know the scent profile on it. It is Dior Homme Cologne. Great performing fragrance for what it is. I get about 5.5 to 6 hours out of this extremely citrusy, tropical, fruity type of fragrance. And it is really good. It is really good. I enjoyed wearing this, and in the upcoming spring and summer, all three of them are probably gonna get rotations. I may do a week where I just wear the Mercedes, the John Varvatos, and the Jimmy Choo just to see how that turns out. I really like this fragrance. I really like this fragrance. And you know, it projected good, it performed well, it got me through my 4.5, 5 hour shift. I could still smell it when I got off work, nice, strong. Projection on it, I want to say it was maybe an hour to an hour and a half. I mean, maybe moderate to soft, but it hung in there quite a while with the longevity. Mercedes-Benz Cologne, I like it. Now we're going into That was Tuesday. We're going into Wednesday. And for some reason, Wednesday was a complimentary day because I got several compliments on this particular fragrance. And it is from the house of Versace. I told y'all this was still a good fragrance. Versace's Dylan Blue was my scent of Wednesday, and I had people just going, excuse me, what is that you have on? What fragrance is that? As I was checking a lady out, she was like, what cologne is that you have on? That smells really good. Versace Dylan Blue. Spend you $40 or $50, even if you just get a 50 ml, you're gonna get a very mass appealing, pleasing fragrance that is beast mode in performance. You know, you're gonna get a good 8 hours out of this, 6 to 8 hours easy, and it's gonna project a good solid 2 hours, and you're gonna smell good while it's doing it. Just saying. I told you this fragrance is still really, really good. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's fruity, it's playful, it's masculine, it's mature. It'll give you somewhat of a little bit of a machismo, a little bit of a swagger to it. I mean, it's good. It's just good. It's just good. Versace's Dylan Blue. Definitely got some compliments with this one. And that was Wednesday. And then it brings me to my last and final day of the work week for me, because I normally don't work Fridays and Saturdays. From the house of Dunhill, and this is another one that was mentioned in my haul video, and it is Dunhill Icon Absolute. I wasn't sure about wearing this one to work, but today, after the storms in the spring, what does it do? It turns cool again. So today, high was, I think, 61. So I thought, you know what? Perfect time to wear this oud-based fragrance. And I absolutely love this bottle. When you spray it, the opening is my least favorite part of this fragrance. You get the oud in the opening, and that's fine. I like the oud. So let me retract that. When you spray it, it was my scent of the day, so let me just put it on so I can take you through it. Okay, you spray it on. You first spray it on, right? You get that oud, and I love it. I love oud. You get it. It's strong. There's not an alcohol blast. It's like, man, this is a really, really good oud fragrance. Then it starts to move a little bit, and it becomes this maybe the word is medicinal. It starts to get just a little bit twangy, like, okay, this is gonna be funky. Okay, so then I'm thinking, because by then I've already left the house, so I'm thinking, okay, you know, maybe I shouldn't have wore such a challenging fragrance to work. But it dissipates really, really quickly. That oddness that, you know, that you're gonna smell for just a few minutes, it's gonna smell a little bit odd, and you're gonna be thinking, I don't know about this one, Trey. I don't know. But then you let it move for maybe 3, 5, maybe 10 minutes at best, and then it dries down into a nice oud, woody type of scent. And I like it. And surprisingly, I got compliments on this fragrance. A young lady and her boyfriend walked by, and I was several feet away from them. And I was sweeping, getting ready to mop, because that's part of my, you know, duties every night. I have to sweep and mop, whatever. And I was several feet, and I mean several feet away from them. If you've ever been in a grocery store, you know how they have the aisles. Well, I was 2 to 3 aisles over, and she walked by, and she said, whatever that is you got on smells good. And then they just kept walking. And this is what I had on. Dunhill Icon Absolute. And it is definitely oud. I want to say maybe slightly medicinal, with the oud, and that's the off-puttingness that I don't like, that you smell for just a little bit in there. But once you get past that, you get a little bit of a spice and some woods, and I like it. It is a good smelling fragrance. And then I was checking out another young lady and her husband or boyfriend or whatever they were, they were talking, and again, the word she used was that it was strong. And I had it on, this was probably about 9:30, and I sprayed it on about 6, between 6 and 7. She liked the smell, so I don't want you to buy this fragrance though thinking if I wear Dunhill Icon Absolute, I'm gonna get a lot of compliments, because I don't feel like it is a compliment pulling fragrance. If you're looking for compliments, I think you would be better served with any of the other 4. This is not one I would wear to get compliments. I think it just happened to fall that way today. I like the fragrance and I respect it for what it is. It's a little bit challenging. In a few months, a few weeks, I probably won't be able to wear this because it's gonna be a little warm unless I wear it at night, but definitely a cool day, cool weather type of fragrance. But being honest with y'all, I did get 2 unsolicited compliments in just a couple of hours from this. Maybe it's one of those fragrances that the further you're away from it, the better it smells. Maybe it works like that, I don't know. Maybe bringing it to your nose, and I like it, bringing it to your nose. I'm gonna tell you what this fragrance reminds me of. It just hit me, and I didn't like it in this fragrance the first time I smelled it. Tom Ford Oud Wood. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. That's exactly what this fragrance reminds me of. Tom Ford Oud Wood. I don't know. So I'm gonna co-sign that. If you're looking for, yeah, but I didn't like, the first time I smelled Tom Ford Oud Wood, it was the same thing. I didn't like that I liked the opening, but then I didn't like the first stages of the dry down. I was just like, I don't know about that. But then I wore it a few times and I was like, okay, that's gonna be all right. So this is a budget-friendly Tom Ford Oud Wood, maybe. Give it a try. But don't buy it thinking that I'm gonna put this on and get tons and tons and tons of compliments. I like my boy Mayhem on that State Farm commercial when he doing them silly dances, and he said, he said this video is gonna get tens of likes. That for some reason that's just funny to me. It cracks me up. He says tens of tens. So don't buy this thinking you're gonna get tens of compliments, because you're just not. But a person that respects and understands fragrances and complex fragrances will compliment you on this and will like it. Just saying. Anyway, that is it, guys. That is my fragrance rotation. Those are the 5 fragrances that I wore to work this week. Nice little variety. Loving this weather because it gives me an opportunity to wear some of everything, as opposed to having to wear thicker, deeper winter type fragrances and then spring, summer type. I got to wear some of everything, so I really, really like it. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you have this Dunhill Icon Absolute and what you think about it. Let me know what you think about it, especially if you've smelled it and Tom Ford Oud Wood. And I don't know, maybe there's reviews out there that compare them. I have no idea. I just know what my snout is picking up on, what my toucan Sam is picking up on. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, edit, upload, get it ready for you guys to watch it. Man, listen, I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful week. It's gonna be Friday when you see this. Getting ready to watch the Final Four Saturday and see if my Tar Heels can pull it out and beat Duke and Coach Krzyzewski one last time to get on to the championship game, where I think they're gonna face Kansas, but I think it's gonna be the Tar Heels year. I think they're gonna cut down the nets. Anyway, I digress on that. But I hope you all are having yourselves a beautiful, beautiful weekend and enjoying yourself no matter what you're doing. Anyway, with that being said, I gotta go. Gotta thumbnail it and edit it so you can see it. Have yourselves a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. You already know. Thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. I love you all and God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.